In a time long ago, in the ancient lands of Jerusalem, lived a man named Jesus, who was known for his... People from far and wide came to hear him speak and witness the miracles he performed.
Do you understand why we must forgive others?
Yes, because God first forgave us.
That is very wise.
However, not everyone saw Jesus as a force of good.
Some of the city's leaders and teachers felt threatened by his growing influence and the truths he spoke.
They plotted to arrest him, fearing the change he brought.
One of Jesus' disciples, Judas, led by confusion and fear, agreed to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. On a quiet night, while Jesus was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas arrived with soldiers. He greeted Jesus with a hug, signaling to the soldiers who they were to arrest. Jesus was taken to the high priest, where he faced accusations and false witnesses. Despite his innocence, the leaders decided Jesus was a threat that must be eliminated. They took him to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, hoping he would order Jesus' death.
I have questioned him, and I find no reason to punish him.
Yet, the crowd, stirred up by the leaders, shouted for Jesus to be crucified. Pilate, feeling the pressure of the crowd and not wanting a riot, reluctantly agreed.
He is guilty! Crucify him!
The soldiers took Jesus and mocked him, placing a crown of thorns on his head and a purple robe around his shoulders, calling him King of the Jews in jest. They led him through the streets, burdened with a heavy wooden cross upon his back, to a place called Golgotha. There, they nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the cross and raised it high.
As he hung there in unimaginable pain, Jesus prayed for forgiveness for those who had wronged him.
For hours, Jesus hung on the cross under the scorching sun, surrounded by a few loyal followers and his mother.
It is finished.
The sky darkened and the earth shook, as if mourning the loss of the Son of God.
Jesus' body was taken down from the cross by his followers.
They wrapped him in linen and laid him in a tomb,
which was sealed with a large stone. Guards were placed outside to ensure no one could steal his body.
3 days later, something miraculous happened.
Women who followed Jesus went to visit his tomb, only to find the stone rolled away and the tomb empty.
Do not be afraid, for I know you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen.
Jesus, after his resurrection, appeared to his disciples and many others, proving that he had conquered death and offering hope of eternal life.
Huwag niyo phone these. What sasabihin between each of that of his obeys? And Tim like the savage.
He instructed his followers to spread his teachings to all corners of the world.
Finally, Jesus ascended to heaven, promising that he would always be with them in spirit.
His sacrifice and resurrection became the cornerstone of Christian faith,
symbolizing the triumph of love and forgiveness over sin and death.